I recently put out a video describing the best of 2014. That was both my top 10 movies of 2014 and recently the Falcon nominations, for which you can vote. Link in the description. If you don't know what it is, it's an award show in which I give awards to the movies that you guys want that I like, and it's way better than the Oscars because... Anyway, it's good to talk about good movies. But you know what's way more fun? Talking about bad movies, of which there were plenty this year. And so it pains me to not be able to mention some of them, and so I'm going to be giving some dishonorable mentions. Transformers 4, that's right, that didn't make the list. It was really, really bad, but honestly, it kind of did what it accomplished to do, so I gave it a pass. Like, it was a dumb action movie, whereas like most of the movies on the list just failed. That was alright, I guess. What else? I didn't actually... There are several movies this year that you might be expecting to see that I just didn't see, because if I know for a fact that a movie is going to be horrible, I'm probably not going to see it. Just, I don't want to spend the money on it. And so I did not get to see Ouija, Annabelle, Left Behind, Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas. Those are all movies that I'm sure would be on my list, but sad to say, they are not. I don't really remember any of the other honorable mentions. I don't feel like checking. So let's just go with Transformers. Those ones I didn't see. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch. There were some really bad movies this year. Anyway, let's get going and move on to number 5. Starting right off the bat with a tie. That's right, these movies are so similar in my eyes that I really could not decide which one was worse, and that is Sex Tape and Let's Be Cops. They're both horribly, painfully unfunny comedies. Notice I used air quotes because they're not funny. God, these movies were just so stupid. They took the audience and they thought the audience was as stupid as they were, and some of the stars, like Damon Wayans Jr. in Let's Be Cops and Jason Segel kind of in Sex Tape, they put a little bit of heart into it, but you can tell there's no talent there. There's no script there. They were both horrendous and bad, and just don't watch them. At number 4, I have a movie that a lot of people, I've seen a lot of bottom 5, bottom 10, whatever lists. I haven't seen anybody mention this. That's because I think it was so forgettable, but it was horrible, and that is RoboCop. This movie came out really early last year, and so that's why I think a lot of people forgot about it, but my God, it was horrible. You're going to a RoboCop movie, you're expecting some fun action. I was like, I'm like, all right, this is going to be the best. It's going to be a dumb action movie. It'll at least be entertaining. And it was not. There were like 2 action scenes. They thought you cared so much about this character that I could not give less of a shit about. His chemistry with his wife is some of the worst chemistry I've seen in an on-screen couple. I literally thought that something was wrong. I was like, oh, they're going to do some backstory about why they hate each other. But it turns out they were just trying to act. This movie is boring and dumb and horrible in every way. Number 3. These top 3 were all really bad. These are the 3 movies that I gave Fs this year. And so it's hard to distinguish. But out of those 3, number 3 is Annie. I was honestly not expecting this to be that bad. I mean, I saw the previews, I was like, alright, I'll see it. It'll be an innocent musical, probably won't be too good. But Jesus Christ, oh my God, it was horrible. There was not a single good thing about this movie. Every single performance was like, you took the actors, and then you reached inside and took out their like soul, and then you're like, go do Annie. Cameron Diaz, Jesus Christ. This is her second appearance on this list. She was also the star of Sex Tape. She needs to stop getting jobs because she's horrendous. She is Cameron Diaz in this movie is one of the worst performances I've seen from anybody ever. Horrible. The music in this movie isn't even that good. They tried to like update it or something. It was horrible. God, this movie was disappointing and poorly made and kind of just a cash grab, I guess. It was rough. Number 2, this was just stupid. Endless Love? What? Like, I'm okay with just a random ass stupid romance movie. In fact, like, people are like, some people, when I tell them I hated this movie so much, they're like, oh, it's because you're a guy. It's like, no, I've liked romance movies before. I thought Fault in Our Stars was okay. I liked The Notebook. I loved The Spectacular Now. I loved 500 Days of Summer. I like Mean Girls. Like, it's not like it's a chick flick kind of thing. Like, this is just a shitty movie. I'm not even kidding. Funny story. I'm telling stories to you now because we're friends. We like to tell stories. I went over to my friend's house and all like there were a bunch of girls there because like the guys all got there at once and they were all watching Endless Love. And I told them how horrible it was and they're like blah blah blah. And then we literally watched a sequence of 15 minutes with no dialogue. It was just like a montage of like every 16-year-old white girl's dream relationship. There's no plot to this movie. The characters are so poorly thought out, it makes no sense. I mean, Alex Pettyfer, literally like, as far as I'm concerned, he like put his ass out of his shirt collar and then was like, I'm Alex Pettyfer, and then was like moving his butt cheeks. That was his performance. This movie was horrible. But not as horrible as the worst movie of the year. And that is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh my lord. This is bad for a Michael Bay movie. And I know he didn't direct it, but yes, he totally did. I mean, he produced it, but you can see that Michael Bay would literally go to the studio, and the director's name was like Jonathan Liebesman, something like that. He was like, oh, hey, Jonathan, why don't you do an explosion and then have Megan Fox? And then it's horrible. The turtles are like not cool. They're creepy. Like I was kind of creeped out by the turtles. I didn't want more screen time for them. Will Arnett's annoying. There's like one decent action scene and the rest is just horribly filmed. And this movie, honest, yeah, I'm switching them. Endless Love was worth. Endless Love is the worst movie of the year. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was horrible. Don't get me wrong. Endless Love was worse. Endless Love is the worst movie of the year. All these movies are shit. God, that was fun. I like that. I like just venting. Still not as bad as last year. I mean, last year I had Movie 43. God damn it, that was shitty. Anyway, like I said before, if you have not already, go vote for the Falcon Awards. The link will be in the description. It's really cool. You guys get to have a say, which a lot of people really like to do, especially concerning movie stuff. They always complain. So this time you can't complain because this time you voted. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.